welcome to my podcast, bro.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for having me.
Who are you?
My name is Simranjeet.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, you probably call me Sim.
Cool.
Yeah.
How our friendship started? Do you remember?
Yeah, over a year and a half ago now. We met at my flat. So we had a spare room at the flat, and I think Cody left.
Mm-hmm.
There was a spare room, and Cody's like, I know someone. We're like, okay, who is this? Who is this Dan that's gonna come in?
Dan the man.
Dan the man.
Man.
And then he came. You were viewing the flat
Mm-hmm.
as much as we were interviewing you. So me and Jean were like, okay, we need someone that's gonna be, good within the flat. Someone that will mix with everyone and sort of gels. And I think Jean was the first person that saw you, met you, and he goes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jean was the guy that, obviously, as you know, he initially got the flat.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he liked you. He told me, he goes, I think we should go for him. I was like, okay, as long as you say it's good, it's good.
Okay.
And then that's how we met. So we met at the flat. And I've seen you flourish within that year and a half.
Did I do a good job as a flatmate?
Yeah, definitely. We've had some hilarious times in the flat.
Fair enough. I miss those days, bro.
I miss those days, bro. It's
it was golden area.
It's a golden era, definitely, bro. It was great. We had the flat up there, and I'm surprised it survived with all of the stuff that we did to the flat.
That's true. I think especially our friendship between me and you got kind of stronger through the gym. We used to go to the gym a lot together.
You remember that comparison sheet that we had on the wall?
Bro, start not talking about that. It's embarrassing.
That's the...
So basically you just maxed out everything.
And then you were trying to catch up, and then you just gave up editing it. But yeah, it was it was great. I think me and you bonded because we had the gym.
Yeah.
As our common goal.
Exactly.
And yeah.
I miss those days, man.
Yeah. I mean, we all have to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we've all moved on now. You've got a lovely new flat here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great. You're doing well for yourself here.
Yeah, thank you. So you moved down to England? Yeah.
Well, England more so to... not more so, but I am in Wales.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know what Wales is?
I know, for sure.
Yeah.
But I've never been there.
A lot of people don't. People describe it as going down south and around the corner, because it literally is around the corner. It's like stuck on the end of England. And it's a nice area.
Mm-hmm.
They speak a different language,
mm-hmm.
which is the most complicated language. I think it's like the second most complicated language to speak in the whole world.
Really?
Yeah.
By the accent, man?
No, the language is very, very, very difficult.
Really? Okay.
Very difficult to learn.
But it's kind of English.
It's not English. When you hear them speaking, you're like, they're not speaking English. They're speaking some other different language.
I didn't know about it.
Yeah. I've learned my small bit of Welsh from the lift. Lasan Kai.
Okay.
Lasan Com. Basically, doors are opening, doors are closing on the lift.
Say that again?
Lasan Kai.
Lasan Kai.
That means
doesn't seem British. Or?
No, it's not. And then you have another one where it's Tau Ita 3, 13th floor. And Minky Lounge means going down. Yeah,
I've never heard.
I've learned Welsh through the lift because I live in a block of apartments.
I guess you're born in UK, right?
Yes.
So basically, I thought you're gonna be, as a British guy, know everything. No. But as you're saying, you just moved to the...
Yeah, it's around the corner. So it's like Scotland has another language. I think it was called Gaelic. And Irish as well. They also have Celtic. And then also Wales has Welsh. It's a different language, completely different.
But your parents living in kind of closer to London?
Yeah.
I forgot the city.
So I live in Kent.
Uh-huh.
Or That was where my family grew up. I was born in Birmingham, which is in the Midlands. And then I moved, well, I didn't, but my father moved to Kent. Then we all, as a family, we moved with him. And yeah, we've been in Kent since. And then it wasn't until a few years ago that I ventured all the way to Scotland, where I met you. And this is where we're sitting right now.
Oh, that's true.
And now in Wales.
I miss you. You can come back.
I have. I'll come this weekend, but I will come back more often.
Cool. Yeah.
It's just such a distance.
Yeah, that's true. I guess it's 8-hour drive from your place.
8 hours drive. I could take a train, but there's no direct train. And I think that was also 6 to 7 hours. You can fly as well. You can get an aircraft. Cardiff, unfortunately, where I am, is the city centre in Wales called Cardiff. It's got an airport, but I don't think it flies to Scotland. It only does more international flights. But I could fly from Bristol, which is it's in England. I could catch a flight from there, but it's the hassle of, go to the airport, then you got to check in, go through security. There's only small hand luggage you can take with you. You can't bring everything.
Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, and then also when I get here, I'm gonna have no car to get about. I could rent, but that's more expense. So it's easier for me to just drive.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, and I like driving. It's a very nice countryside drive all the way up.
And tell me about your job, like what you do for the people.
Yeah, so I'm a pharmacist. I qualified in 2010 and I started to practice pharmacy in 2011. So it's been well over a decade now that I've been a pharmacist. Started in community pharmacy, which is your normal pharmacies that you will see in the high street, like Boots and things like that. So that's where I initially started, and then I decided to break away from community and thought, let me try my hands at hospital. So now I'm working in hospital pharmacy as a pharmacist that covers the ward. So I support the ward in their prescribing decisions, and I make sure that they're prescribing effectively, correctly, and it's safe for the patient. So it's all about patient safety. So I don't dispense the medicines anymore, I give advice. And my position is quite unique because I'm not a salaried or permanent staff pharmacy. I am what's known as a locum pharmacist.
I don't want to go that much deep, but is it still kind of, are you connected to NHS or is completely different?
No, it's through the NHS, but a locum means I am self-employed. So even though I work in the hospital, the hospital pays me, but I'm not technically employed by them. I do contracting work. When you go out and you see contractors. Yeah,
fair enough.
Where the government, the local councils will get builders to come and do the work, and then the builders will carry on. That's what I am. So the hospital gets me to come and do the work for a short time, and then once they've got full staffing, then I'll move on to another hospital.
From my perspective, viewpoint is like you're so much knowledgeable, you're smart, and you have the potential. My question is about like, did you want to be like as a locum, or you want something like be more permanent for you, which is more secure? Is there any reason you chose that?
I was a permanent at the beginning of my career, so in 2011. For 3 years I was a manager for my local community pharmacy. It was good, but the progression was very stagnant. And you know what the NHS is like. They don't really give you much raise annually. Particularly because I was working for independent pharmacists. It's like a private business. And they want to just maximize their profits. So every year the raise wasn't as much as I was hoping it will be.
Fair enough.
And also the stress levels of trying to manage the pharmacy, manage other people. I was like, let me just become a locum because it's less responsibility.
That's true.
You have all the the money increments that you want. So you get a little bit more, you pay a little bit more.